today on Divorce Court.
I don't show Hubert any affection anymore since I lost respect for him.
He doesn't say, I love you. We don't sleep in the same bedroom anymore. It breaks my heart and my soul.
Hubert drinks from the time he gets up in the morning until the time he goes to bed at night. He's got 4 DUIs.
I like to drink. One might lead to 2 or maybe 30. He can't put up with it and he don't like it.
I took my wedding ring off 9 months ago because Hubert doesn't respect what a wedding ring means.
Divorce Court is now in session.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with Hubert Perry and Dennis Forrester. The two of you have been together for 4 years and married for 1. I gotta say this, because everybody's gonna notice. There's a 30-year age difference between the two of you, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
You're 30 and you're 61.
61.
And when we first got you, we didn't believe you were really married. So we made you send us your marriage license. And indeed, this is the real deal.
Yeah.
People always think we're faking, but we're not. Mr. Perry and Mr. Forrester, you are in trouble in your marriage, and you came to see me to get this thing over with. But I don't think that's really what you want, but things are very much sideways. So, Mr. Perry, I'm gonna start with you. Why don't you tell me a little bit about your relationship and why you're here today?
Well, I met Dennis about 4 years ago. We met off a chat line. And he was a really, really good man when we first met. We was outbounding, we went places, we always was together, we did stuff together, we went out, ate and everything. And over the years, he's just got solid where he wants to sit at home and just smoke his cigarettes and be himself.
He's boring.
He's boring, he's really, really boring.
Mr. Forrester, what do you have to say about that, sir?
He's right. When we first met, honestly, when we first met, I did run around with him, you know, go out and have a drink,
Sure.
have a good time. But I had prostate cancer, and that affected my health a lot. So that I had to settle down.
Right.
Because I can't do what I used to do.
Right.
And I'm not 30 years old like he is.
Yeah, no, it's different. You passed 50 and... Ooh-wee. Mr. Forrester, why don't you tell me what you believe is the primary problem in this relationship?
Our problem is Hubert's drinking problem.
How much does he drink?
He gets up at 7 o'clock in the morning. He'll start drinking from 7 to the time he goes to bed at night.
Mr. Perry, he says you're drinking all day long. Is that true?
No, Your Honor, that is not true.
Yes, it is.
How much do you drink on any given day?
I drink, when I do consume a lot of alcohol, but I don't drink every single day.
You don't drink every single day?
No, ma'am.
How many times a week do you drink?
About 3 times out of a week.
No.
3 to 4
3 times out of a
times.
week.
Well, on the weekend, I drink all weekend.
Tell me how much you drink.
I might drink probably a case to 30 beers a day with gin and liquor.
Are you concerned at all about your drinking?
I am, but I drink because I'm bored.
So you've developed a drinking habit over the years that you've been with him, or were you drinking before you met him?
I was drinking, but not heavily, until he got boring with me. So when he got boring with me, and I got boring with him, I started drinking and hanging out and doing everything else.
Now, we had some trouble getting you here. Can you
We
tell
did.
me what happened?
I decided to take a few more drinks, and I ended up going to jail and getting a DUI.
His 4th one, Your Honor.
He has 4 DUIs.
This will be my 4th one.
And you know what happened when we called and he said, yeah, I'm in jail?
What?
Have some alcohol for me when I get there.
Yes.
And we were like, just get on the plane, man.
Right.
Get out of jail and get on the plane. Mr. Perry, you have a problem. You understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
But Mr. Forrester, what's the worst thing he's done while intoxicated?
He's wrecked 3 of my vehicles.
That'll do it.
3 of them were, they were all totaled out.
Totaled out.
And he was drinking at the time.
Mr. Perry. You want to talk about Mr. Forrester?
I sure do.
I bet you do.
I sure do.
Why don't
Because
you tell me what your main complaint is with Mr. Forrester?
my main complaint with Mr. Forrester is that the whole time that we've been married, he never told his family. I had to send him a marriage certificate through social media. And he doesn't take me to his family members. They don't know much about me. Since day one, since we've been married, they never even sent an
acknowledgement,
any kind of card
nothing.
or nothing like that. My family has been there for Denny since day one. They
My
love him,
family
they
doesn't
care
like
about him.
his drinking.
Mr. Forrester, what did you say?
My family doesn't like his drinking.
Mr. Forrester, is it just the drinking, or is it?
It's the drinking and the disrespect.
When you say disrespect, tell me what you mean.
No, it's because I'm black.
I was going to ask, but thank you for putting that out there.
He calls me.
Does
a
being
white-
black have something to do with
He
it?
calls me a white cracker.
It does. It has a problem with me being black because whenever I do go with him, I have to get in the back seat of the vehicle and hide because there's rebel flags hanging up.
Is that true, Mr. Forrester?
No.
He would be
Oh,
telling
you
a
said
lie.
that very slowly,
He-
Mr. Forrester. You know, you can't help your relatives.
There's
I mean,
no-
if they're racist or they're, Confederate enthusiasts, two different things.
Yeah, my family interacts with black people. They're not racist or nothing like that.
Does he have to hide in the back seat of the car, though?
No, ma'am.
He just made that up.
It's because he's drunk.
He just laid out.
No. He's telling a lie there because whenever during his cancer surgery and everything, my auntie and her daughter was there, and his family was there, and I asked his family, hey, can I take y'all out to lunch while he's in recovery? And they was like, no, they wouldn't even accept me to go with them. And then his uncle and dad and them all put newspapers in front of their face so that
Okay.
they wouldn't even talk to us.
But it's my understanding you're the one that uses racial slurs to him, because he just told me that.
Oh, he uses them too to me.
No, ma'am.
He uses them too to me. If I get him
Like
heated or we
what?
get into an argument, he can be really he
He can get
got
ugly.
a mouth.
He
Yeah,
can
he
get
can get ugly. Yes.
I want to move on from that and talk about the cheating, because there has been some cheating, and I want to know who's cheating on whom and why.
Yep.
When I was in the hospital in ICU, about dead, Hubert gets on the phone and calls him and tries to hit up on him.
Did you
Well,
try to
I'm
hit
in
up
there
on a
and I
friend
see-
when he was in the hospital recovering? Look at him, he did it! He did it! Mr. Perry, you say that there's been cheating on Mr. Forster's part. Why don't you explain that to me?
Well, I have seen 6 tapes of him doing things with another guy. He has been on the chat line talking to other guys, and also one day we was at the grocery store. This was just here recently at the grocery store, and a guy saying, "Oh, I like your pictures. They're really nice." So I look back in the phone, and there's no pictures there because everything that he sends to another man, he deletes it.
Mr. Forrester, are you running around on your husband?
No, ma'am.
What about these sex tapes?
That was prior to mine and Hubert's meeting.
Okay, so this is old stuff.
This is old stuff.
How about the chat line? You still on the chat line?
No, ma'am. I hadn't been on the chat line in over a year.
That's not.
He doesn't
that's-
look like he's got the energy. I
Oh,
gotta
he
say.
has energy. He has energy. Let me tell you something. On his birthday, on the 21st of August, on his birthday when he turned 61, he wanted to go see his family up in Georgia. So I was like, okay, that's fine. So I was like, here's you a few dollars for gas or whatever. So I said, hold on, let me run to the car real quick and do something. So I went and reset the miles on the car, which there's only like about 60 miles there and 60 back, so that would have made 120. Well, he comes back in about 4 hours, and there's like 300 and something miles on the vehicle.
Why does that have to involve cheating? He might just be going places.
Because he was meeting somebody on the road.
Why do you believe he was meeting somebody on the road? Because I get in the car, I go here, go there.
He's real sneaky. He's real sneaky because on that day he wasn't answering his phone. He usually tells me, hey, I'm here at my family's or something. He didn't do any of that on that day.
Mr. Forrester, do you know what he's talking about?
The guy that we're talking about,
Right.
and I've known him for over 10 years. When I was in the hospital in ICU, about dead, Hubert gets on the phone and calls him and tries to hit up on him.
Did you
Well,
try to
I'm
hit
in
up
there
on a
and I see
friend
it.
when he was in the hospital recovering? Look at him, he did it. He did it. Look at that smile, you did.
I did, Your Honor, because, you know, he did, because I was trying to cheat on him because of what he did to me. You know, I bring guys home now because of what he's done to me. I mean, he's the one that's been caught cheating all the time.
So you took the time where he was almost dead, recovering in the hospital. Ah, this is a great time for a revenge cheat.
I
This
did.
is what you're telling me?
I did because he was doing stuff prior to that before he had the surgery or whatever.
Your Honor, the guy that he's seeing now, he brings him into our home and disrespects me. He comes in, goes to their bedroom, has sex or whatever they do back there, come out naked, go in and take a shower together, right there in front of me. That's disrespectful.
Mr. Perry, do you do that?
That would be true because
Look at you.
But listen, he's not making me happy. He's not making me happy. He's not giving me what I want. So I gotta go out there and get it some kind of other way.
I mean, not that I could support that on any level, but do you gotta bring it home and do it right in front of him?
Yes, because I mean, it's both of our house, and I mean, if we're both on the lease, I can do what I want to do. He can do what he want to do. I told him, hey, if you want to go meet you somebody, you go meet you somebody.
If I brought somebody home in front of Hubert, I'd be knocked out the front door.
And you know that's true because you laughing at that too.
That would be true, but I mean, I really just wanted to be over with him.
You want it to be over?
Yes, I'm tired of him because I mean, all he did is lied and he's cheated. He just hides a lot of stuff from me. I mean, over just like $20, I could be like, you know, hey, you know, you got this, you got that. No, I don't. But then when I go check your wallet, it's there.
Yeah. Given all the drinking and the cheating, it's no wonder that there are intimacy issues because you say you guys don't have sex anymore. I want to talk a little bit about that and then ask each one of you, what is it you really want to do? Do you want to, you know, you're 61, your health ain't good.
Right.
You're trying to fix this thing. You're trying to look for a sliver of hope. Let's just try to figure out what's going on here.
We got wedding bands. He won't even wear his wedding band.
No.
And I mean, what kind of
if my
I mean,
spouse was
even
sleeping with
when
somebody
we
else.
was married, he wouldn't even when we was first married, he wouldn't even wear it.
I took my ring off 9 months ago because of what he does.
What would you do if your partner brought a new lover home? Tell us what you think at facebook.com/divorce court. Divorce Court will be right back. Mr. Forrester, what do you want to do? He's bringing other guys in the house. Are you ready to leave? Is it just too hard to leave? What's happening?
Well, I don't sleep with Hubert no more because he's bringing these guys into the house. I don't know what kind of diseases they got.
Right, right. Do you want to end this marriage?
I think it's for the best, yes.
Mr. Perry, do you want to do anything to hang on to Mr. Forrester?
I really love him and I care about him, but the reason we don't sleep together is because he sleeps with the dogs sleep with him, and I don't like dogs. And we sleep in separate beds. We sleep in separate rooms because of that. I mean, I can't sleep in a room where a doggy pees in the bed and all of that and poops in the floor and all of that. I mean, I was never raised with a dog. If you have a dog, it's supposed to stay on the outside in a cage or tied up or whatever it's supposed to be.
That dog is house trained. She wakes me up at 5 in the morning.
That's our biggest.
It's so funny what you got rules about. You got rules about the dog, but you can bring another dude in the house in front of your husband. Ain't no problem. I don't understand that. I mean, you know, everybody's raised as somebody, oh, I'm proper, except for, Mr. Perry, what are you going to do about your life? You seem dissolute. You seem to have, you're drinking, you're sitting at home, you're disrespecting your husband, DUIs, all of this mess. What are you going to do to make your life turn out as something other than a train wreck?
Leave Danny and be single.
Do you think that will help you?
It sure would, because I mean, I feel like sometimes or most of the time, he could be the worst enemy in my life, but then he can be the best enemy in my life. I mean, it's just, I don't understand it. Like, I mean, we got wedding bands. He won't even wear his wedding band.
No.
And I mean, what kind of
either
band?
if my
I mean,
spouse was sleeping with
even
somebody
when
else.
we was married, he wouldn't even when we was first married, he wouldn't even wear it.
I took my ring off 9 months ago because of what he does.
Yeah. Huh. Mr. Forrester, what are you going to do if you leave him? I mean, you're not working, you're not well. Is it a problem to leave him?
No, it's not a problem.
You got somebody to look after you? Or you don't need that yet?
I'm a survivor.
You going to make it?
That would be a lie.
Why is that a lie?
Because his family don't want him around them.
No, Hubert.
His family don't want him around them because he's done so many bad things to them in the past.
What's
And
he done that's so bad?
He stole from them and
No.
everything.
I have never
Yes, he
stolen
have.
from my family.
And okay, if this how it should be, okay, why is he gonna pay somebody else's phone bill and not paying mine?
Whose phone bill is he paying?
Ask him whose phone bill he's paying.
Paying somebody else's phone
I
bill?
pay mine and my father's phone
But
bill
let our
because-
cable bill get behind.
Okay. I got a very clear picture of what's happening here. And I want to paint it for you and then move on. Which difference can be the hardest to get past in a relationship? Share your opinion on Twitter and Instagram at Divorce Court. Divorce Court will be right back. Mr. Forrester, I wish you nothing but happiness and health.
Thank you.
I hope you are completely finished with this guy. You are too good a person to be putting up with the kind of disrespect that he's showing up with in here.
Yes, ma'am.
Talking about you all ridiculous, doing the most horrendous things. You don't worried about whose phone bill you're paying, and having sex with other men in your house. My goodness, you're worth so much more than that. You shouldn't have to tolerate that. And you are a survivor, and I believe in your ability to move on forward and go on. You don't need no little 30-year-old drunk guy in your house bringing other dudes in there. You'll be fine on your own. Find somebody closer to your age, got some sense, know how to treat somebody. You just awful.
Yes.
You're drunk, riding around, crashing cars. You're using him for his money. You're a wrong dude. You're not working. And I hope you go to jail for these DUIs because you have absolutely no right to put the rest of this community at risk because you don't know how to handle your business. And I want you to feel bad when you leave here, Mr. Perry. Usually I don't say that, but I want you to feel bad because because you feel some sense of righteous indignation about something or other, and I can't even figure out why. But until you feel badly about what you do and who you are and how you behave and how you conduct business, you're never going to get any better. And you need to get better. You really, really do. Mr. Forrester, my best to you. Best of luck. I wish you well. Be a better man. This matter is adjourned.
The reason why I put up with this so long is I've been trying to help Hubert get on the right path. And he doesn't want to listen to me, so I've done all I can do.
I think my marriage failed because of me and him and my drinking, my alcohol.